western New York, out on my uncle's old dairy farm, for a late season muzzleloader hunt. We've already come over here for bow hunting and a shotgun rifle hunt. And now we're back for a couple days. We're only going to get about 3 days done, maybe 3 days done. But right now it's about 20 degrees. It's cold for here. And we are, as you can see here, we are sitting over a big picked cornfield on a ditch line. We got another picked cornfield behind us. So mainly hoping that deer will be coming off this big drumlin right here that you're looking at now. And my grandfather is down on the very far end of this this cornfield, way down there. And Ryan, he's sitting a little ways away. It's all the same country. So hopefully we'll see something here today. Deer are always a little run down at this time. And all I've got is a doe tag, so we're looking to put a little meat in the freezer with a smoke pole. Ryan and my grandfather, they've got buck tags, so hopefully they can make something happen. It's that time. We've got about an hour left of daylight. Snow's let off a little bit. No one else has seen any deer this evening yet, but temperature's starting to drop, starting to feel pretty good right now. So really, this is that time. You know that time when you're sitting there and you just know you just feel it's gonna happen soon. We got in here early I wanted to get in here early just for this reason, so that I had some time for everything to cool down. And we got, like I said, we got the best hour of the evening sit coming right up here. So we're gonna see what happens. Really looking forward to this. Hopefully we can find ourselves that big doe that we're looking for. everybody. It's our second morning hunting western New York, late season muzzleloader. We're going to be leaving today. So this is our last set. We're going to do some drives here because we've yet to get a deer. Just give you a little idea what happened yesterday. Yesterday morning, I've sat this stand. This will be the third set in this tree stand. Yesterday morning, I had about 15 minutes after legal shooting hours. I had a big group of deer come in, and I nicked the lead doe. And when I say nicked, I mean it was a flesh wound that stopped bleeding 300 yards after. Deer never stopped, really, never bedded down, so she's okay. And then I proceeded to see a total of, I believe, 30 deer yesterday, the most I've ever seen here. Pretty sure they were all doe. I saw about another 8 when we were doing some deer drives, and the next 10 to 15 I saw here yesterday evening. They came off way out about 300 yards down by another one of our tree stands that's on the same picked cornfield, and they didn't make it in time. I ran out of filming light, and as well as shooting hours. And the funny thing is, my brother ended up coming to spook the deer, so I didn't ruin this tree stand last night. And when he did that, the deer ended up running to about 50 yards right here in front of us and stopped. So, they I don't think they were really spooked by me. They ended up going up onto the big drumlin deer. And it snowed a lot yesterday, so all the tracks that we're seeing are pretty fresh. As a matter of fact, there's a couple sets right down here below us. Like in my boot tracks from last night, some deer ended up walking down and checking it out. But we had the big group, the deer split a little bit. 3 or 4 ran up behind us into the tack trail. It's what we call tack trail, open hardwoods, and it's got the sides of it are pretty thick. So there's 3 deer ran up in there last night, and then the rest of them ran up onto this big hill. And that is thick, thick, thick. We plan to drive that out today. But as well as all the sightings I had, my grandfather missed a nice buck yesterday. It was a little far. It's across the meadow and up on the other side of the hill, but he felt comfortable taking the shot, and he followed and followed and followed and found no evidence of a hit. So that's good to know that there's still some bucks hanging around, because obviously anytime you go out deer hunting, you'd like to get a buck. I can't. I'm looking. I already filled my buck tag during bow season, so I'm looking for some meat to put in the freezer. So I'm looking for a nice doe. Help manage the herd a little bit. I've seen 30 deer on this farm, so I'm pretty sure they're all doe. So if I shoot one, it probably won't. Might make it a little easier on the rest of them getting through the winter, because it's pretty cold right now, and we're starting to get some snow. I mean, it's single digits. It's like 5 to 6 degrees right now. Sun's just starting to come up. It's about 7 o'clock. And yeah, we're going to see what we can do. I'll just give you an idea again of what we're looking at. The front side that we're looking at here, this nice big picked cornfield. Deer feeding in it pretty good last night. And then there's this other picked cornfield on the back side of us, with another block of woods that some deer both came out of yesterday and went into last night.